In this video, I'm going to show you how to sew on a shank button. A shank button has the little loop on the back side of it. Now, the other type of button is a flat button, which is normally found on dress shirts, and that will be found in another video. But the shank button is important because it's what you would use if you had button loops on your item. So here I have my jacket that I'm working on, and as you can see, I have these little button loops. So I need to know now where to place my buttons on this opposite side of the jacket. Sometimes your pattern will come with a button guide. So it's a pattern that you lay on top and it'll indicate where the button should be. In this particular pattern, I don't have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to match my collars at the top here and line everything up so that my loops are on top of the opposite side. And then I'm going to take my marking device and I'm going to mark right in the center of the loops into the fabric. And this is going to tell me now, once I take the loops off, where the button should go. I'm going to try to get it in the center as best I can. So now when I take this off, I have my little marks here indicating where I should put my button. And if it's really faint like this one, after you take it off, you can just use your chalk to darken it. But now I'm going to take my button and sew it on. This is what a shank button looks like. As you can see, the main part of the button sits on top. The bottom part is the shank, which is the hole of where we're going to be putting our thread through. So it goes up from the fabric, through the hole, down through the fabric. Up and down, over and over again, until the button is secured. And then we tie it off on the sides to make sure that our thread stays put. What we have here is a model of the bottom of the button. We're going to say this is the shank of the button. Anything up here is going to be the head of the button. This is going to be my thread. So what we do in order to secure the button to the fabric is we come up through the fabric, the bottom of the fabric, through the shank, back down into the fabric. Then around the back of the fabric, come back up through the fabric, through the shank, and back down the fabric. So we're going to do this about 8 to 10 times until you feel like the thread is pretty secure in holding the button to the fabric. So here we have a side view of what this would look like. Here's our shank here. Here's the threads going down on either side of the shank into the fabric. We're going to say the fabric line is probably right about here. The next step to finishing this off and securing your threads to the fabric, is you're going to come up through the fabric with your thread, go underneath the threads on one side of your shank. So let's say the front part here. So you're going to bring your thread through, you're going to loop it around, go back again underneath those same threads. Now you create a loop with your thread, and you're going to bring your needle through that loop. And what you're going to be doing is creating a knot. Once you create that knot, you're now going to go back through and go underneath your threads again, and you're going to create another knot. So you're going to do this 3 times. Now once you've done that 3 times, you're now going to go through the shank over to the other side. So I go over onto this side now. I'm going to go underneath this set of threads and create my loop again and tie it off and create another knot. So I'm going to do it on this side 3 times and this side 3 times. Once you've done it 3 times on each side, you're going to bring your thread back down through your fabric, and then you're just going to tie a regular knot and cut it off. So that way we can make sure that our button is indeed secure to our fabric. So now I'm going to attempt to show you how to do this by hand in person with our actual pieces. That's kind of hard because it is such small detail work, which is why I wanted to show you on the larger model first, but we're going to attempt to do this. So hopefully you'll be able to see it. So here's our button. Here's my spot. I'm going to start sewing by tying a knot at the end of my thread. The easiest way to do this is to take the end of your thread, loop it around your finger, and just roll it off, and then you pull it. You pull it there will now be a knot at the end of my thread. So I'm going to go up through the fabric. Okay, I'm going to pull it all the way through. Now I'm going to go through my shank here and go back down through my fabric. And I'm going to pull the thread tight, but not too tight. Just want to make sure it stays. All right, so now I'm going to go back up through. And once you get the first loop, it's kind of difficult to see what you're doing. It's difficult for you to see and it's difficult for me to see because now I have a button in my way. So I came up through and I'm going through the shank. And now I'm going back down on the other side of my shank, down through the fabric. Okay, so this is what you're going to do about 8 to 10 times because we want to make sure that the button's going to stay on. And if you're doing one of these type of buttons and you're using a heavier fabric, like you're doing a coat or something, like I'm just doing a little light jacket, or if you're doing a shirt or something like that, you can use just regular thread. But if you're using something that has, it's a bit more heavy duty and it's going to get a lot of use, you probably want to use a stronger, thicker thread to make sure that with all the wear and tear that the button's not going to pop off on you. All right, so now I'm going to go up through my fabric on one side. Now instead of going through the shank, I'm gonna go through my thread, which is right here in front of the shank, but I'm gonna go through on this side. All right, so I'm gonna pull it through. And you see how I have this loop now? I'm gonna pull my needle through that loop and pull it all the way through, and now this creates a knot on this side. So now I'm gonna do that again, going through all my threads, go through the loop, and create another knot. One more time. Oops. So now at this point, the option would be to go through the shank onto the other side and do 3 knots now on the other side of the shank. There you go. So that button's on there pretty well. So now I'm going to go back through, all the way through my fabric to the other side here. And I'm just going to go through some of my threads down here, or maybe a little bit of the fabric. Pull my needle through, create a loop, go through the loop with your needle. And I do that a couple of times just to create a knot that's not going to come out. Once you feel pretty satisfied with the knot, clip your thread, and there you go. That's how you sew on a shank button. Our book, Professor Pincushion's Beginner Guide to Sewing, Garment Making for Nervous Newbies, is now available to order. Go to professorpincushion.com/books or click on the link in the description to see a list of vendors where you can purchase it.